सब तेल में इतना जादू है। मैं अपने बच्चे को देख देख करके बस अपनी देख देख
Mayank Bhai is not joining us, huh? What? Mayank, I'm just waiting for you to join the session, yaar. Please join us.
तो स्टार्ट कर दो आप सेशन।
Acha ji. Now Mayank is also joining, so we can start the session. See, basically, this session is about what we did to enter the trade today. And
अरे लिपि और तुमर जो लास्ट जो देखी नथली जो कान एठी कागजटा अछि एठी छाइतले घर
Where we can make entry in Bank Nifty today?
yeah, I'm coming to that. I'm just I want to hide this control so that we can talk peacefully. Okay. Bank Nifty this morning when it opened, it straight away started falling, right? So I had a doubt about where I would enter my trade. I was again looking at deep OTM options only today. I was looking at 34,000 PE and 37,000 CE. Now, right from the beginning, I did not get entry into CE, which is very obvious from the chart itself. And since Bank Nifty opened below the, it was trading below the open price, I decided I will have to take a trade once this Heikin-Ashi green candle low was broken. This was yesterday's closing candle, right? I did not want to miss a nice downward move, so I decided I'll enter on the break of this low candle, low of this green candle. This was the cheating I did for entering the trade. So I got entry at around 169. क्या हो रहा है यार? I actually entered pretty late. 169.9 was my entry. This is what you will see on my Zerodha. 34,000 PE. My order book will show entry at 169.9. First, I made a mistake. I only put a 25 quantity. Then I decided I'll increase my lots to 6 lots. So the average price was 169.9. Okay. Now, why did I do that? Supposing you realize that time is only an illusion we have created in our mind. Every chart continuously flows. We are looking at a small time frame because it suits our convenience. I decided I will throw that out of the window today. And the moment I saw a green candle on yesterday evening's chart, which incidentally in the normal candle was a red candle. I knew that today will be a negative open. So I took an entry based on the Heiken Ashi chart.
So is there any particular reason why you took the entry of that previous day last candle? Why not
The reason was right
lower
from the
one?
beginning, Bank Nifty was falling.
Correct.
Right? If you allow it to fall too much, most of the move would have got exhausted. Correct? I still stick to my rule of selling below the green candle, Heiken Ashi. That was the only reason, because I didn't want this entire move to be missed. And it proved to be a right decision in the sense it did give a fairly decent amount of profit. And as usual, I did not exit at the right levels, though I had my levels marked based on the Heiken Ashi 1 hour time frame. So on 1 hour time frame, I had marked my entries based on Heiken Ashi.
Sir, please mute everyone. Like, no, some people are.
They're making phone calls.
Yeah.
Okay.
How the hell do I do that?
Go to participants.
So you can go to participants and mute all.
One by one I have to do here. Oh, mute all is there.
No.
Right.
Mute all is there.
Mute all is also possible.
Right, Tika. Done. So on the PE chart, I had my support and resistance lines drawn. I removed the support, so after the price started moving in my favor, I was looking only to exit at a certain target. Unfortunately, my greed was making me look at a target of 400 rupees, 412 or something, right? 402. So I did not exit at this level, 300 level. I did not exit. Instead, what I did was I moved my stop loss to 250 rupees. And suddenly this damn thing hit and I was out of the trade. And despite my stop loss being hit and my being thrown out of the trade, I did have a profit of 10,000 bucks, which was equivalent almost to my capital. 11,212 was my capital, which I had used. The reason I had to use low capital was this is my wife's account and she is out of town. I didn't have access to her bank account to transfer money. So I had to continue my trade with a lower capital. And this, after it got broken at around 250, right? I had no choice. I had to just accept this smaller profit and leave it. This was somewhere around 21, 22,000. And after that, it fell drastically. Then I tried to enter another trade of 33,000 PE because at that time the price was somewhere around 34,000 something. So I thought if the price falls a little bit more and the momentum downward continues, I'll be able to take advantage. Unfortunately, that did not happen. Momentum started going to the upside. Sure, if somebody had taken a call, he could have made profit, but I was not convinced to take a call. Basically because the market was so strongly down at that time when I was trading. So this was almost at the bottom. It was trading at near the low. I didn't have the guts to take a call option at that side. So I said we'll leave the trading today at this level. Now what I've been noticing is in the group, I see many people talking about entries and all those things. And one of the basic mistakes which I've seen people doing is taking a call instead of a put. Please, for heaven's sake, if the price is trading below the open, it means it's a red candle and you never try to think of buying a call unless you're able to catch a reversal time perfectly. I'm not able to catch it. So I would have definitely not taken a call option in the beginning of the session. Later stage, I might have taken, but look at what it would have got me. I would have entered at somewhere around here 32 rupees may I would have entered, and 43 rupees may I would have got out. This is too small a profit for me. This is nothing but a pullback. I don't want to do that kind of trade. If Mayank is with us, he can explain what we did in terms of our moving our stop loss around. And
Yeah, so like we had marked levels on 1 hour time frame, and what we did was like after it went to like above 305.
yeah,
Hello.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
continue.
So after it was going above our entry price, and we found an appropriate like it was far away from our entry point. Then we trailed our stop loss to break even, and after it crossed 305, uh, we placed the stop loss to, I think,
250.
350, right?
250.
Sorry, 250. Yeah, 250. Yeah, and then our trailing stop loss was hit.
So this is where we screwed up, guys. Ideally, you should have
Yeah.
exited when it hit the resistance and waited for a re-entry in case an opportunity was given. But my greed prevented me from doing that. I'm sorry about it. But you guys can learn from my mistake. The moment it goes and crosses your level and hits the next level, please exit and wait for a re-entry in case the trend continues. Somehow I had my mind very clear that price will ultimately have to go to 400. So I did not think of exiting, which was a very sad mistake on my part. Up till now, any questions?
Yeah, there is a question in the comments. As
Yeah.
per your rules mentioned earlier, was there a valid reversal trade in form of buying
Call
35,000 call option? Yeah, at the high of 1 p.m.
Yes, there was actually. If you see this thing at around 12:45 itself, not what 12, 1:40, 1 o'clock, there was definitely a reversal candle, and you did have an opportunity to buy a 35,000 call.
हाँ गाला है उसको से लेट आ रहा है साहब
Huh?
Hello.
You
So how
definitely
did
had
you
an
pick
entry.
34,000 PE?
Yeah, I wanted to buy as cheap an option as possible so that I can buy more quantity. Asta gives me a leverage of 3 times margin. So I wanted to use that to buy a higher quantity. That's all. There is no great logic. I should have actually bought
No,
I should have bought 34,500 PE, but
okay. No, I'm just
34,500
trying to
is.
understand the process of picking the strike price.
See, the process of picking the strike price is as you go closer to expiry, you take a closer strike price to the ATM. Right?
Sir, can you give me permission for recording?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah, but it's showing that you need to.
I need to give a permission, is it? Actually, I'm also recording.
Okay, then it's fine.
Right? Somebody asked me to record.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
So one question from my side. Hello.
Yeah, waiting.
Yeah, yes, sir. I was the one who asked the question regarding the 35,000 CE buy. So to validate that, do you check the spot chart or do you check the Heikenhachi candle of the 35,000 CE chart?
You have to do both because depending on your Greeks, the price may move fast or slow on your options chart. But for sure, there was a trend reversal at this stage that you look at the spot chart to find out. Right. The moment a momentum has changed towards the upside, you are right in taking an entry in call side. People who took an entry in the beginning itself on the call side were wrong because there was absolutely no entry here. You might have got a false entry here. That is okay. you can
Yeah,
get your stop loss
11:45.
hit.
Yes.
That is fine. And this is where the genuine entry happens. And how do you know at this time, at 1 o'clock, how do you know it will be a genuine entry or not? You don't know. So you have to
sir.
necessarily take all the entries.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, can we move to 1 hour chart as per your
On the spot
rules?
chart?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hi, sir. This is Saurabh.
Yeah, hi.
Sir, if we can mark the one. Hi, Saurabh, sir. Sir, if we can mark the one red candle, 1 hour red candle, last red candle of 1 hour,
Yeah.
low and high both.
Yeah, Wali?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Right.
sir. And now we can move to the 15-minute chart.
Okay.
I think as we discussed, this will help us to confirm that we have a trend reversal. But this will keep us a loss of 271 points.
My dear friend, I am not interested in a very late entry. I want to have quick entry into a trend and exit quickly. See, if I wait for confirmation, no, there is no end to it. You understand? There's absolutely no end to waiting. You will never be convinced to take a trade because you're having the fear of entry. It is better to enter and fail rather than avoid entering.
Okay, sir, I'm Anil. So, sir,
Anil.
you were saying, sir, that when, yeah, thank you, sir. So, sir, I mean, you will keep taking entry at any point the high of the red is broken, right?
Correct.
Be it C or B.
Correct.
So, but I mean, why I'm asking that in the group you posted that because open is equal to low, so there was no point taking a C entry.
No. At the time of Bank Nifty open today, straight away it was moving down. Right.
Correct.
How will I take a call option knowing that prices are going down? That will be incredibly.
No, sir, in between at 12:35 or some. Yeah.
12:35, yes, but I'm talking about the beginning of the session today.
Correct.
I had no way I would have imagined of taking a call option. I would have only wanted to take a put. Now, my decision might have been wrong if it came down and then went up again. At that time, I'll have a stop loss hit and then I'll enter into the call. For me, the confirmation of the call is only after it has crossed beyond the open line. Right. Until that time, it is difficult for me to take a call position. Now here, it is a different matter. Here you have a support from which the price is bouncing. So here I can't say I will not take the call. Right. Price keeps moving up and down.
So this you have already drawn in.
No, I drew it when Saurabh was mentioning about this thing and he wanted a confirmation entry, no? So just now I drew this line at the low of this candle because the next was not a lower low. It was a higher low.
This is support, right? I mean,
yeah, I drew a support line just now. I mean, when the price was coming down and it stopped forming a lower low. So this low was my support.
Correct.
Okay, how do I know it is going to form? I don't know. Huh?
This is spot? I mean, what is this?
This is spot chart. Bank Nifty spot.
Spot chart. Okay.
Saurabh was mentioning if you wait for this high and low of this 1 hour candle to be broken, whichever side is there, that can be a confirmation of your trend. Very valid. But I want to enter as the trend is beginning, not at the mid stage of the trend.
So today it was more or less a flat opening. Did that help in you deciding to enter the first candle?
Actually, no, because I was looking at yesterday's candle on the normal candlestick chart, right? to reverse this move of yesterday would have taken exceedingly high strength on the part of the bulls. And morning open was weak. Though it was a flat open, it was pushing downward as soon as it opened. So I knew that it's not going to
So
go up
as
in
a
the...
okay, so hypothetically, if there was a gap down this morning, would you still have taken an entry in the first hour? You wouldn't have, right?
No, I wouldn't have.
I mean, first candle.
I wouldn't have,
Yeah.
because in, in case there was a gap down, my Heikin-Ashi would have been a red candle.
Correct.
Right? If it is a red candle, I'll buy only above the high of the red candle.
Correct, but today the first candle anyways was a red candle, no, sir.
Correct, no, boss.
Though it was,
was a smaller candle, right? If there is a gap down, I'm saying I would have had a large red candle.
Correct. Agreed. So that is why I'm trying to draw. That is why I'm trying to understand. Okay, because maybe it was a flat opening, so that obviously helps in deciding. Okay, it's going to, if it's a smaller candle, the stop loss is small. We can take the entry.
Actually, you know what? It was a FOMO trade actually. Right? I saw that price is pushing down on the normal chart. Then I looked for some validation on which I can enter a downward side trade. Right. And I saw that yesterday's...
there is a rule that we can...
See, everything cannot be made as a rule, no?
No. I'm just... so since we are new to your process, so probably...
That's why I said no at the beginning. At the beginning, I said I cheated a little because I went by yesterday evening's candle rather than this morning candle. It was definitely a FOMO trade, and I didn't want to miss out on the downside move, right? And I had a view that the market will continue to bleed, and I said, Hanji.
Sir.
Yep.
If it is going to be a gap up in the morning, what should be your strategy?
If it is a gap up in the morning, you would have had a green candle in the Heikin-Ashi, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if it is a green candle, you sit and do nothing. You do not take any entry until the green candle low is broken. Like yesterday, it happened, Deko. Yesterday, there was a gap up opening, and then it was actually a red candle, but gap up opening was there, so this green was formed. So I sat and waited for the low to break. It broke finally on the fourth candle. Then I knew my trend has gone to the downside. Until that time, it was not an appropriate entry point.
Okay.
So supposing there was a gap, there was a gap down today, and the rest of the day followed just like today, then we wouldn't have had any entry, right?
I wouldn't have had entry, correct. I would have waited for a pullback entry and taken that trade.
Okay, right.
Use only 15 minutes time frame.
I usually trade on the 15 minutes. I usually trade only based on 15-minute time frame. So I keep it always at this. Sometimes I look at the 10 minutes because it gives you a better view of what the price is doing. Like here, I saw a loss of momentum. Ideally, I should have exited my trade somewhere here, in which case I would have made a bigger profit. Around 11:30, if I had exited, my profit would have been bigger. Because here the momentum was slowing, right? Smaller candles, suddenly with doji formations.
Yes.
But,
so what would have been the ideal strike price, sir, if not for 34,000 PE?
Listen, if you want to make fast money, right, you take closer to the money options. So today when the Bank Nifty opened at 35,544, you could have taken 36,000 CE and 35,000 PE.
Okay.
Right, that would have given you a faster rate of growth in your profit.
Correct. Now, based on what you mentioned in the PDF, wherein on different days you have a benchmark. On Mondays I do this. So based on that, I was asking what have been the ideal one. See, I think it was about 600 points away.
See, what happens is now on Friday, if you take 1,000 to 1,500 points away, 1,500 points is not a big deal for Bank Nifty. It can do it in one day also sometimes. If you take the ATR of Bank Nifty on a daily chart, it is almost 900 points average, right?
Agreed.
Let me put it into a normal candle
Yes.
and show you. Where is it? Average true range. It's about 926 points. Right?
Correct.
So 1,500 points is not a big deal for Bank Nifty. So I decided I'll keep 1,500 points away on Friday. Why do I do that?
Okay.
Because I want my premium to be cheap. I never want to buy any option when the premium is very, very high. So I look for cheap premium and I'll wait for it to fall further and then only I'll take the entry. And that is where the Heikin-Ashi method helps, to take it at a very, very low price. See, when the premium is trading here, you won't take the trade. When it comes down, you will be happy to take a trade. That's how it is. Like, for instance, this one, in your call option chart of today, I've taken look 37,000 CE here, deep out of the money. Still, I would have made some profit, right? 33 to 57.
40. Okay, 57.
I mean, I'm taking the high. You take it as 53. 20 rupees on a 33 investment is damn good, no?
Right.
Who gives you that kind of return? See, for me, my mind is trained to look for even bigger amounts. So I'm looking at 100% minimum as my target. ये क्या हो रहा है? Meeting will end, साले. ठीक है. We'll log in again if required. This fellow wants me to buy.
Sir, sir,
Anji,
sir, in
sorry.
your method, like, yeah, see, even in your method, like, I mean, do I really need to look at the spot, or I can simply start with the looking at the, I mean, I take,
Yeah, you can
as you
take the
said,
CE
1,000
and
points.
PE
What
and
you
look
mean is
at it
that
and
it's,
decide. See, kya, if you don't
yes,
look at the
yes.
spot, no, you will not look at which way the underlying is trending. These are derivative contracts.
Okay.
It is derived out of the underlying price movement. So if you don't know the trend of the underlying, you may end up taking a small pullback entry in a CE, when actually you should be having a bigger entry in a PE. You understand?
But you said that you will be taking any entries, right?
I will
You
take
said,
any
no,
entry,
that,
definitely.
that
I will take any entry. But it helps if you take a look at your spot and see what is the trend.
Got it.
Without seeing the underlying, no, what is the use of only trading a derivative contract? It will also give you money, no doubt. This would have given you money. Though I'm against buying in a down market, this definitely has given me money today. Everything will give you money. Problem is, if you know the trend,
and in sideways market,
sideways market.
In sideways market, you will get enough number of entries, sir.
You will get, unfortunately, too
Like
many entries which will be false entries.
Okay.
Let us take this period. No, this period Bank Nifty was in a sideways trend. So I did get entry. I got stop loss hit. Sideways market, you cannot avoid a loss. It is better to keep your stop loss very tight, take the loss and move on. Once or twice, if you have taken the stop loss, बाद में you will know that you should not enter another trade again.
Right.
When your trading capital is declining.
Right. So you have any way to know that today is going to be sideways day
I'm also
or
hunting
something?
for that kind of miracle thing here. Miracles, I'm not able to see that kind of miraculous strategy. I'm hunting, of course. See, I keep looking at various courses and books to see if I can get something. Abhi tak I have not found anything here. People say you can look at Bollinger Band squeeze and decide. But that is, you are only looking after the thing has happened and saying this was a sideways market. At that time, in live market, how will you know that next candle is going to be moving sideways? As each candle forms,
Yeah,
only
I
you
mean,
will know.
Bollinger Band can be in squeeze state for the entire day, right?
Correct. It can be in squeeze state entire day also. What I'm saying is, as the candles are forming, there is no way you will be able to know. See, I expected a further momentum fall. What I got was a small piddly candle instead. Uske baad a small up move. Then I said, okay, maybe I should shift my stop loss to some higher amount. I didn't want to lose whatever profit I was made. So you can never predict, I think. But I will hunt around for something. If I get it, definitely I'll share with you. Sideways
So you
market.
mentioned somewhere that it's been just.
Huh?
Sorry. So you mentioned earlier that it's been 2 months since you're trading this setup.
Yes.
So did you just stumble upon it, or how did you
see,
arrive at?
What I was always doing was, without using the Heikin-Ashi for confirmation, I used to place an order above the high of a candle, whether it was red or green. My logic was, if the previous high is taken out, that means momentum is building in the opposite direction. Correct. So I used to trade like that, and I found I was getting too many entries and always at the wrong prices into the trade. It might have worked, like with every candle which breaks the high, I would have got entry, and finally something would have clicked. But what happens is all these small things which are hitting stop loss. Now it used to be a big drain on your funds as well as on your energy. Then I said there has to be a better way. And one day I was looking at some YouTube videos about pullback entries. So ideally they say pullback after the red candle ends. But how do you know red candle is ending? You know only when an opposite side green candle is formed. Then I said Heikin-Ashi is a perfect tool for that. And after that it has been very nice. I used to take entries based on any candle. Normal candle, I used to say above the high I'll buy. That was a big recipe for disaster because you get so many false entries, and especially in Bank Nifty options. I could have got away with this in a stock trading, equity trading. Bank Nifty, the volatility was killing. Many times I had stop loss hits. Many times I forget that I have to exit quickly. Then I see all my profit dissolving in front of my eyes. All those problems I used to face. Once I found Heikin-Ashi was preventing early entry. That was the obvious thing, no? To follow.
Right.
It helps me to avoid entering too early. That's all.
Fair enough, sir.
What is happening to C? Then we should be going. Can I go? This has come down drastically. P 34,000 P. If I had held on to the trade, I would have got raped. Okay, right. Any other questions? I see something on the chat window. Someone is saying you can use next day CPR. Let me try that. It takes what, 447 to 730. Fantastic. Right.
Brother, please mute yourself. So much sounds coming.
Yeah, tell me. Hello. Any questions?
Sir, how do you trail your stop loss actually?
That is a purely subjective method. Okay, there is no scientific method to it. I'll right away tell you. After I've entered my trade, I wait for it to go into profit. When my MTM is positive, I see whether there is any danger of this candle reversing. If there is no danger of reversal, then I move my stop loss to break even first. Uske baad, when I see a bigger level of profit, I try to protect at least 100% of my profit based on my capital. If my capital is 12,000, I want 12,000 profit. So I put my stop loss at around that level. That is why I put a stop loss at 250 today. Trailed my stop loss to 250. My biggest mistake was not exiting when I saw that momentum is slowing down at 305 rupees.
सर आप एंट्री लेने के बाद हाई कैनेफी ही देखते हैं या नॉर्मल कैंडलस्टिक्स टू ट्रेल योर स्टॉप लॉस एक्चुअली?
दोनों देखता हूँ.
Okay.
High Kanashi I see basically to ensure that my trend is not moving away from me. If trend reversal is there, it will indicate. It'll indicate kiya na? So I want to know that I'm still in the correct trend. But normal candle is what I monitor for my support, resistance, exit price, and all those things.
Okay.
So when the trend changed on Heikin-Ashi, if you see this candle, when I see two doji candles forming at resistance, I should have been alert to exit. But my greed was saying don't exit. It will go up again.
Okay.
That is why I continued with the trade, and luckily it hit my trailing stop loss by the time we moved it to 250.